Welcome back, Culinary Credit. So now we have covered personal information, we have covered debt validation letter, we have covered round one letter, and we have covered round two letter. Round three, we start getting to the nitty gritty. This is the juicy stuff, okay? So, before I start though, I have to let you know that I am not an attorney. This is not legal advice. This is only for educational purposes. Do what you want with this information. I didn't learn about credit, and now that I have learned about credit, I would like to share it with you guys, okay? So, furthermore, let's get into it. So, now, there are different types of ways that you can basically dispute accounts. A lot of people don't know about these different type of ways, okay? So, one is a factual dispute, or you can go original with the way that I've been telling you how to do it. That is completely up to you. I'm going to tell you how to notice factual information that just doesn't pan out. It you can't you the FCRA completely states that all information across the bureaus have to be accurate. Okay, so a lot of inaccuracies are on our credit report. We just don't know it because all we want to do is pay just to see our scores go up. All we want to do is just give them the money because we feel like we're in the wrong, or we feel like once we pay we won't get these calls and things like that, which, yeah, if you pay you won't get these calls, but I'm going to tell you it is in your best interest to not pay for any collections on your account, not until you take the necessary steps that I have told you to take thus far. Okay, so now that we have gotten through all that other stuff, now we're going to get into the juicy stuff, the stuff that stirs the pot. That's why we call it culinary credit. So, factual dispute. Now, as you can see, the high balance on this account, only on smart credit, you can, like I said, you can go to annualcreditreports.com and get all of your credit reports. Okay, now it just makes it a little bit harder because now you got to go through this one and go through this one and look for all type of different stuff that uh, points out discrepancies and things of that nature. Like, but with smart credit, it's so easy to see. Like, it's very obvious. So now we're gonna go from top to bottom. As you can see under the smart credit, you can see that they have the creditor. That's the creditor, which is the rogue CU. That's the creditor. So sometimes they even do inconsistencies of, sometimes there's not a creditor there. That would basically be a FCRA violation. They have to report that a creditor had any type of control of this debt that has been sent to the credit bureaus. Okay, they have to put that on there. If it's not on there, you can dispute that. Okay, this is factual. I'll basically have a letter in there that's remotely close to a factual dispute letter. It's not completely the broad of it, but there's certain ways you can word things to where if you have a problem and you don't understand factual disputes, I'll definitely help you out there. Okay, so the top part where it says the high balance. High balance, as you can see, TransUnion has 11,411. Experian has 11,411. Equifax has a 4,549. That is an inconsistent report. They cannot report inconsistencies throughout the credit bureaus. That is a FCRA violation. It's the law. Okay? So, now, factual disputes, basically what I would do in this situation, I would write say I'll write Experian and say, okay, Experian, I see that you are reporting a $11,411 high balance, and Equifax is reporting a $4,549 high balance. If this creditor is reporting from the same agency, then why are these numbers so different? Basically, you're pointing out that it is inconsistent, and the burden of proof is on them. If they cannot prove why these numbers are different, then they have to remove that account. Okay? Very simple. I would do the same thing for TransUnion. If you have problems with understanding the way to do that, I will definitely help you out. And you can ask me, Julius, how do you write a factual dispute? Okay? Now, again, I've noticed something else on this. Now, there's a date reported. So TransUnion has the date reported for the 4/30/2019. Experian has it for 6/01/2021. And also Equifax has it for 08/01/2021. These are inconsistencies, people. They cannot do that. It has to be completely accurate and the same from each credit bureau. Because who's to say if one bureau is saying one thing and the next bureau is saying the next thing, and it's coming from the same creditor, how is that right? I don't know what's right anymore, right? So they can't do that. It doesn't make sense. A lot of people just don't know what to look for in a credit file. So of course you're gonna pay it. You don't think that it can ever come off, or even if when you do go to a credit repair agency, they just hold you off forever, because you got to understand they have so many other clients that they have to take care of. Also, they can't just focus on you. So now that I'm giving you this information, you can focus on yourself and you know exactly what to look for. Okay, and it's even every area. Like if there's inconsistencies, you can definitely dispute that with the factual dispute. If it comes back and they say that this meets all FCRA requirements, that they can't do it because it doesn't meet all FCRA requirements. You basically showed them that it doesn't meet FCRA requirements. Okay? So now, also with repos, if you have a repo that is past the 2-year mark, because I'm telling you, like repos, they definitely will come after you. They want their money, right? These are banks that finance cars. So, but also, as you can see, I didn't basically I didn't mark it out on this video, but in the area of the account type, can you see the account type? Hopefully you can. So in the account type, they have to make sure that they put what type of account in there. They have to make sure that it is knowledgeable and that it is out there. Basically, they can't just say nothing. It can't just say nothing, because who's to know what type of account it is? It's a FCRA requirement. They have to put it on there. So with this one, I see in Equifax that the account type, it has no account type. So that definitely will get removed. Especially since Experian and TransUnion is reporting that it is an auto loan. This is basically a repossession. I can see that it's a repossession. So the fact that Equifax is not letting us know that it is a auto loan, that will be removed. It will probably be removed in an investigation area, because they have to have it on there. So what else should we look at? Oh, and I did. So as you can see below the other two areas that I marked, as you can see, the late payments, or not late payments, last payments. So the last payment for Experian was 9/27/2019, and the last payment for Equifax was 08/01/2018. Inconsistent. It is inconsistent. It is inconsistent. It does not meet the FCRA requirements. That's just our rights. That's the law. They have to be able to basically run it consistent. It has to be concurrent, not concurrent, but it has to be accurate across the board. Okay. Um, let's talk about more things that probably would show up. So even though I don't have this marked out, but where it says the account status is I've seen some accounts where it showed this in the account status where it says close, close, close. Some accounts will show open, closed, open. Some accounts will show that, but they can't do it because it's inconsistent. Like how am I supposed to know what's open and what's closed? Like if an account is closed, then the account is closed. If an account is open, then the account is open. If it's not running consistent through all credit bureaus, then it is inaccurate. It has to go. You have to remove it. Okay, but let me tell you this also. There are some of these bureaus like TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. They probably will update the information, like because some bureaus they just choose to update the information, especially when you go to the factual dispute route. Okay, so like I was saying, Smart Credit lays out all of this. Oh, and also don't forget, well, not for you because you don't know what you don't know, but the account numbers, you also just be careful because sometimes they'll report account numbers that are not accurate also, and that's just another inconsistency. Like it has to run concurrent across the board, and I can't stress that enough. But I've seen some student loans where they put account numbers where it don't look like it is actually concurrent, but it actually is. But some accounts, when you start looking at it, if you have questions, like even if you send me a screen, you can send me a screenshot, and I'll even help you out with that. But this area is not giving me any of your personal information. So if you do have any type of questions, screenshot it and put it below. You could put it below. I'll definitely take a look at it. No problem at all. Because I'm very familiar with Smart Credit. So now we are going to talk about the other possible way that you can dispute. There's multiple ways that you can dispute. So after they have sent you the first rounder, now it's different ways, and I need you to watch this video back. Like first watch it all the way through, and then if you don't understand something, just play it back. If you don't understand something, play it back, okay? So now we are going to talk about an MOV. MOV is a method of verification, right? So now what happened after the round one, which the round one letter is an investigation, is to initiate an investigation on an item that is on one of the big threes, right? And not one of the big threes, all of the big threes. So now that they have basically verified the account, because they're going to verify the account. More than likely, they're going to verify the account because the first letter is not going to get you a delete. So now that they verified the account, an MOV is a method of verification. Basically, the MOV is basically stating that since they said they verified it, now you're going to ask, I received notice that you verified certain items on my credit report from the following companies. You're going to list the, you're going to actually list the accounts that you basically put on the first letter, right? And then it's going to say, please tell me how you did that. Who did you talk to at the original creditor? Did you write them? You're just going to basically put out a whole bunch of information stating that you want information on how they validated the account, right? So now that you have gotten the round one response, I would say that you send this one if you don't want to go the factual dispute route. After they send you back that they verified the account after the round one letter, you would want to send this one as a round two. That makes sense? We're not going to reinvestigate after they verify the account. There's different ways you can do this, so that's why I said play these videos back if you don't understand how I'm explaining this. Okay, so option one, after you do the reinvestigation, which is around two, you can go the factual route, and you can ask me how to do that a little bit further, but there is an actual little small template of how to go a factual dispute route in the DIY kit. So now, if that's the way you want to go, you can go that route. The factual dispute, if you have a lot of inaccuracies on your multiple accounts, then you can go that route. That's no problem. Just know that there's possibility that they will just sit there and update them and update them and update them. But there's a possibility that they will delete them and delete them or delete them. That's completely up to you. So now you can do option two, which is what we're talking about right now. Option two is a method of verification letter, right? I put under the bottom, it's a round two after Bureau have verified the item. They're going to verify the item after the round one letter, which is the initial general investigation letter, right? So after they send you that they verified the account, now you will send this letter instead of factual dispute or a round two reinvestigation letter. Hopefully you're still with me. After you send this out, now you just have to wait. And if they cannot basically give you the information that you are asking for, then you will get a deletion. It's very simple. It's not hard. All you have to do is have consistency and stay running for it. That's all I can say. Okay? None of these things are going to get you in trouble. Don't be fearful or don't be scared or anything like that. Like you have to take action. You definitely have to take action, and it is a process. It's a process that can get a little draining at times, but I mean, I've basically given you everything you need. All you got to do is fill it in. Okay? That's all I got for y'all, and hopefully we can continue to stir the pot together. I finally learned about credit, and now I want to teach y'all. If you have any more questions, I will definitely love if you ask them. I will give you any answers that you ask for, and if I don't know the answer, that makes me want to go find the answer, and I'll find the answer for you. Okay? Also, before you go, don't leave yet. Don't leave. So before you go, personal information update letter, you do not have to send certified. You can send that letter just through mail. No certified mail at all. When you start doing basically like the debt validation letter or the round one letter, the round two letter, the reinvestigation letter is what is the round two. When you start getting further into that sending of letters, that's when you want to start certifying the mail so you can have a paper trail. So you want to have a paper trail basically just in case anything happens. They try to finagle or pull anything. You have proof that you have basically done what you needed to do to try to get this account removed. Okay, so even if you have questions about that, when should I send certified, or what steps should I take next? It's okay. I'm here to help you. Just ask me. It's okay. Put a comment below. If you like this content, please smash the like button. Um, Also, if you like the content, please share it. Okay? It's all for free. I'm giving y'all the sauce for free. Okay? Until next time, I will be doing medical repair accounts, like where you get your medical taken off of your credit file also. But man, you gotta understand that you gotta take the rounds. Take the rounds, and if you stand up tall and you stand firm, you definitely are gonna get a lot of this stuff off of your credit. Like, I don't know what else I could tell you but that. I just love y'all, and I want y'all to win. That's all I want y'all to do. I don't want to win alone. Don't leave me to win alone. Okay? Now go, and spread the message. Peace out.